Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Vincent, aka Young Tony, and today I'm gonna share with you how you can best connect with people. Now, I know a lot of people have problems connecting with people or dealing with people, and today we're gonna try to solve those cases and those problems, and even perhaps you could learn how you can win friends and influence people. See, if you think that you hate dealing with people or you hate to work with people, I suggest you start getting it together, because if you want to succeed in life, you need people. And your ability to deal with them is going to determine your net worth. How do you think these CEOs in these big companies got their position? They know how to deal with people. They can get a group of people to come together and work in a common purpose, and they can build connections with people. Now, if you think that's easy, try to get two totally different people to work together and give their 100% on a common purpose. It's hard. Try it out. Andrew Carnegie, the great steel magnate, he knew nothing about steel. The only thing he had is his people skill, his human relation skill. And with that, he was able to make millions with his steel business. And those millions today is equivalent of billions. He was considered one of the richest people in American history. And that is because he had a human relation skill. In any career that you have, in any given situation that you are in, your ability to deal with people is the key. Your ability to communicate, to build connection. They can make you fortunes. And if you don't have them, you are doomed to miscommunications. And miscommunications leads to misunderstanding, which leads to often sometimes chaos. So in this video, we're going to talk about one basic human relation skill. One basic skill that I think that builds instant connection with people. There are many human relation skills out there, but I think this is the one profound one. I've had series of embarrassment in this area of my life, communicating with people, and that's why I've made it a study. And so far, this one has worked and served me well, and that is building rapport. See, rapport is the cure. Is the cure to all these difficulties in communication and building connection and getting along with people. And rapport is the power, because it works like magic. If you can get it to work for you, I'm promising you, you will win more friends and you will influence people. And the good thing with rapport is that it works with anyone. The Greek therapist back in the day, this is one of the basic skills that made him famous. I forgot his name, but he stays in a wheelchair. When a patient comes in and tell him, "Oh, I guess I've been everywhere. That's no one that I think that could help me with this my situation. I guess I have to live with this. I have to live with this all my life." He's gonna reply, "Oh, well, I guess you don't have to lose hope. That's always been a way in any situation if you can just be persistent enough. I think I can help you." Now, in this conversation, you will notice immediately the key thing. He mirrors his patient's voice, his patient's tenacity, his patient's state of mind, and that, my friend, builds instant connection with someone. And he does the same thing with high energy patient. When someone comes in and say, "Hey, I guess I've tried everywhere. There's nobody to help me. I don't know if you can even help me. Well, I guess I should just go home." He's gonna say, "Hey, come back here. I guess you should sit down. I know how to help you if you can only give me the chance." You see, he mirrors whatever you tell him, whatever you want him to feel, that's what he's going to feel. And when you feel how someone feel, you build connection with them. So that's the first technique of rapport is voice. Is the voice. So building connection, if someone tell you, hey, I'm looking for an incredible way that I can carry this out, you know what you should reply? That's right, you're right. I think I have an incredible way that I can help you solve this problem, or I have someone that has an incredible technique that he could use to help you solve this problem. Now, the key thing in this one is not just the voice, is that you use the same choice of keyword. And that builds connection. It gets you with people. People like to get around people who are like them. And if you are able to talk like them and feel the way they feel, they will be around you. So that builds the connection that we're talking about. And this works with every type of communication you can think of. Both mirroring postures, facial expressions, state of mind, breathing patterns, other stuffs. It works for all of them. If you can mirror, it's called the mirror technique. That's basically what rapport is. Mirroring. People like people who are like them. Accents also build rapport, but why I can give great emphasis on accent is that if you're not a pro in it, if you're not good at it, people will notice. And when people notice that you are mimicking them, it destroys the rapport that you want to build. And it's going to take the patience of all the angels in heaven for you to get it back. So be careful when mirroring. Don't let the other person notice. You can practice it. Practice the technique, but don't let the other person know that you're mirroring them. So what you're gonna do is when someone is talking to you and he's moving his hand in a certain way, hey, I want to make it this big. I want to go somewhere that it's gonna be this high. And he's breathing in a certain way when saying that, or he's sitting in a certain way when saying that. Find out all the things that you can mirror that he won't find out. If you're able to mirror all of them and he won't be able to find out, that would be great. But it's hard. So 2 or 3 things that he's doing, if you can do the same thing with him, you build instant connection with them or with the person that you're talking with. So building rapport, it takes practice to master, but it's doable. So once again, we talked about how you can build rapport and create a good connection with people and able to work with people and able to have a good conversations. Voice, tonicity, state of mind, breathing patterns, all those forms of communication. If you notice how people use them and you want to build a connection with those people, you should be able to talk the way they feel and the way they move their body and the way they say stuff. If you're able to do that, you'll build connections with them. So think a minute, how you got your boyfriend, your girlfriend, or your best friend. It has something to do with the way they communicate with you. There's something unique in the communication. Maybe necessarily that's gonna be other factors. Maybe they come from the same place with you, or they went to the same high school. But the connection that you build when you are communicating with them makes a little or big difference, and it gets you together when you're talking. Maybe you might not notice this, but next time you guys hang out, focus, understand the way he talks. There has to be some kind of move or some kind of facial expression or some kind of voice that he projects that is unique with you, and you do the same thing with him too, and that's why you guys are able to build connection. And being a good conversationist, let's talk a little bit about that. Being a good conversationist comes down to this one great skill. Become a good listener. Learn how to listen. If you're able to listen, you can win anybody. Literally, anybody. See, I wanted to learn how physical therapy works, so I decided to volunteer in a physical therapy home. And when I was there, it's my 1 week there, and the patients there like talking to me. They're like having conversations with me. And the people in the therapeutic home, they notice this. And one day, patients say, "I like that guy. He's a good communicator. He knows how I like having conversations with him." And the physical therapy master is come to me and say, "Hey, you're winning people over already." The PT tech that was there, he's worked there for 5 years. And he came to me and say, "Hey, take it easy, man. You're winning my patients over." He jokingly said it, but I get it. He's been there for 5 years, and I've been there for 1 week. And I was able to get patients to my side. And this is because why? They do all the talking, and all I do is listen. But yet, they perceive me as a good communicator. Because you know what? People like talking about themselves. And if you give them that chance, and if they know that you care, you win them over. You can get them to do anything for you. And that's the basic skill of being a good conversationist. Learn how to listen. And not just listen, ask probing questions. Open-ended questions. Questions that can make them talk more about themselves, more about the topic of their own interest. So it all comes down to don't be interesting but interested. Don't be fascinating but fascinated. If you can get this little idea, you can become a good conversationist, you can become a good communicator, and you can win friends and influence people. So once again, this is Vincent, aka Young Tony, and like and comment and share experiences in the comment below. Your comment do help someone. Once again, thank you for watching. Subscribe for more, and bye for now.